Hi everyone, I'm Liz Matory. I am running for Maryland's 7th Congressional District this time. Long story short, this has been an amazing journey. I've done a lot of Facebook videos, Facebook Live videos, and our campaign thought it was a good idea to make these official so that we can encourage not only people to vote for me in this special election, but also learn how they can be resurgent candidates and challenge the system. We will get through all of it. I am committed to making 30 of these. We're 29 days out. I tried to do this yesterday and long story short, that did not occur. So I'm going to double up today. I'm going to do 2 videos today, upload them, hopefully fingers crossed. They will be viewed by many people so we can spread the word. So let's get back to it. As I said, my name is Liz Matory. I am running for Maryland's 7th Congressional District. That district is not just Baltimore City, but Baltimore County and Howard County. Elijah Cummings was the previous representative. He passed away October 17th. I was not planning on running this year. I am actually the most recent Republican nominee for the adjacent district, District 2, which is currently represented by Dutch Ruppersberger. And as you all know, and as I have dealt with, running against longtime incumbents is very difficult, especially if you don't have like millions and millions and millions of dollars like flushing over you. The average citizen, the average candidate doesn't have all those resources. So as I said, with these videos, I want to encourage not only people to vote for me, but also see how, so many people have complained about why our government is not functioning. These issues are beyond President Trump, as you know. We will talk about how I switched parties. I was a very active Democrat. I was born a DC native, born and raised not only in DC, but I'm sort of part of like the establishment in Washington, adjacent. My parents are surgeons, and I went to school with Chelsea. I'm a year behind her, Chelsea Clinton, and I'm a couple years ahead of Al Gore's kid. We're all older now, but when you grow up in that environment, you learn so much, and you're exposed to so much, and you're also kind of see why things are the way that they are. That establishment, that deep-seated swamp, is generational. I have nothing against any of the next generation, but as a next generation person myself, all the different things I've seen throughout my life, I'm going to be turning 40 this month, February actually, you begin to question, how can I contribute? Again, having such an amazing start, going to Sidwell, that was a very liberal school, Sidwell, the Obama kids have gone there too. Going to Columbia undergrad, living in New York City, graduating right after 9/11, going to law school at Howard University School of Law, and then getting my MBA at the School of Maryland, University of Maryland. You learn so much, but you're always wanting to apply it, and again, to affect change and make things better. So, politics, people say, oh, I don't do politics. Okay. As an American citizen, as you and I know, as the world knows, we are the most powerful citizens ever created on the face of the planet in all of history. That is what is missing. Active, educated, not just degree, but knowledgeable, knowledge-thirsty citizens who are looking to see how to better their society. Again, not depending on big government or big business or big anything to solve our problems, but to know that you as an American citizen, however you get it from birth or by right as a legal citizen, not an illegal, we can deal with that, a whole nother segment, but if we step out of our political process, the message you're seeing now, don't be surprised, because at the end of the day, a fraction of the people participate who are eligible to participate in primaries. So the die is already cast in these primaries. This is beyond the special election. We'll talk about how important that special election is. But as I said, there's so many people running for this seat. This is the one time we can actually flip it. Like, really. Not just, oh, this is great, this is wonderful, let me get my name out there. My name's been out there, it has been out there. I've been an activist, I've stepped back. I am a Trump supporter. I lost half of my family's support because of it. But again, as an American citizen, we have a right to demand better representation, specifically in Congress and our state legislatures and our city councils and our mayors and all of that. But every 2 years, they are up for re-election. That doesn't mean every 2 years they get a rubber stamp and they just stay there and stay there and stay there for 20, 30 years, which happens now. Every single opportunity, we have to challenge them, especially if they're not doing what's right by their constituents. So this is where we are at this moment. Our state of Maryland, as probably a lot of your states, is heavily gerrymandered. Again, people say, oh, the Republicans do it too. But listen, as a former Democrat operative, the Democratic Party, when they gerrymander, the lines are way more severe than any time a Republican does it. Look at the lines. Just go online. I'll post a link on below so you can see what District 7 looks like. People complain that I don't live in the district. I live 2 minutes out of the district. The district is so convoluted. The only reason why it looks like this, and the only reason why the 8 others look like that, is because they wanted to make, meaning the Democratic Party, wanted to make sure that they would get rid of all Republican representation and only have Democrats. So here we are. After the last census, they were able to get rid of the 4 Republicans that used to represent us and the 4 Democrats that used to represent us. And we're down to now, am I get this right? 7 Democrats and only 1 Republican representing us from the state of Maryland to Congress. The population has not changed. We'll talk about the influx of illegals on another note, but currently the citizenry has not shifted hyper left. The only thing that is shifted left is that representation. Closed primaries coupled with partisan gerrymandering gives you the Congress that we are suffering under now. And so we are going to build out the case for 30 days on why the Liz Matory for Congress campaign is the only way we not only can flip Congressional 7th here in Maryland, but when you nominate me as your nominee, just like you did 2 miles away 2 years ago in 2018, we will not only flip Congressional 7th in Maryland, we will use as a template to encourage people across the country to fight and make sure that we get to choose who represents us in Congress, not the other way around. And so, as I said, we are going to get to learn all about me later. We have 30 days to talk about it, but I just wanted to go on, do this intro video because the intro video I did last night clearly didn't work. So hopefully that works so that we can get back on board. Check us out. There are 8 Republicans. Let's talk about it. 8 Republicans running for this quote-unquote open seat because Elijah Cummings died in the seat, right? It's to finish his term that he died in. So it's February 4th, Tuesday, February 4th. Republicans can vote for the Republican. Democrats can vote for the Democrat here in Maryland who live in Congressional 7th. There are 24 Democrats, and we'll talk about the Maryland Democratic Party. I know them like the back of my hand. But you have 32 people running for this seat. 34? 32? Whatever. Bunch of people running for this seat. There's only going to be 1 Republican nominee and 1 Democrat nominee for this special. We could talk about the next set of elections, but we're focusing right now on the special election. That looks amazing, quite frankly. Yes, I would love it if we didn't have this much competition in the Republican Party, but what we were able to do last year, we broke tremendous ground. Again, because wonderful Republicans do not vote on identity politics, which is a great thing, either way, we still made amazing history in 2018. You, Marylanders, and other supporters from across the country were able to create history in 2018. And because I was dealing with a personal matter, I really sort of didn't really take an opportunity to let that sink in. We were able to nominate me, right? As the first Black woman ever nominated by the Republican Party in the state of Maryland. And the only American of Asian descent from either party in the state of Maryland. So again, I know we don't do identity politics, but our shared mixed heritage will also add to why we can absolutely positively play in the Republican Party. Why conservative principles are actually really, really valuable. Like that, those things right there, I didn't know 6 years ago. And lo and behold, 2 years after I joined the Republican Party, after, 34 years or minus the 18 that I wasn't voting, I was an active Democrat. I got to see the light. I saw how the sausage was made, and I was asking, what is going on? Why is Baltimore as bad as it was? We don't need to just say, oh, look at the rats and it's horrible, which I guess brought a lot more attention to it. But it's beyond that. It is the entire system that has been corrupted by, as I said, the oldest established party in the country. The Maryland Democratic Party, not just the Democratic Party, the Maryland Democratic Party is the oldest established party in the country. So when we feel like we're going against Goliath, we are. Governor Hogan's win was a watershed moment. President Trump's win is another watershed moment. If we want to build on that, this campaign is the only one. Again, God bless all of them. But we have to add to the hard work that we just did for the rest of us. So as I said, we're going to do a couple of... I'm getting over a cold. Please check us out. Subscribe. Share the link. Go to our website. Contribute, support, read up. Message me if you have any more questions that you want me to cover over these next 30 videos. 29 videos. But again, we can do this, but we need your support, voter support, constituent support, Marylander support, American citizen support. The website is voteforlizmatory.com, voteforlizmatory.com. God bless you all, and see you next time.